Now,
Okay, so
ammeter no discharge.
it's recording right now.
Okay.
So just have it on record. 1700. Lean it out. Watching the RPM. Make sure once we get a drop, that's our peak. Right there, that was our peak. So we're gonna go back in to get the peak, and then right around here, let's look at the highest RPM, and then 4 half turns in. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Easy peasy. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 half turns in. And engine instruments check. We already checked oil pressure, oil temp. We got ammeter.
Yep.
We're at 0. Check it again.
Yeah, light turns
Got
on as
light
well.
turns on.
Positive
Back on.
charge.
Got a positive charge. And no discharge. So magnetos max 150 drop, plus or minus 50 left and right. So
open these caps here.
Open the caps
Right
there.
side going first.
We're going to do one side.
There's a
So
drop.
about a 50 drop.
50, yep.
Back on.
Back up.
1700. That one's off. That's about a 40, 50 drop. Back on. So that's within plus or minus 50. Yep. Good. So carb heat is going to come on. RPM drops and stays. So carb heat's coming on.
Yeah,
drops a little bit. And then we're going to leave it on for a second. And then throttle's going to come to idle. And we want to see that not die. So stays running. Stays running. Good. Carb heat's back in.
Back in. We give it a little rise, which is good.
A little bit of rise. Go to about 1,000 there. Throttle's 1,000. Carb heat's off. Departure brief. So we're going to take off 1-4 for a southwest bound departure, correct?
Yep.
All right. And line up takeoff flow for SOP. We're just going to do a normal takeoff, right?
Yeah, we'll do a soft field takeoff first.
Okay, so soft field takeoff is basically we got tall grass or something like that. So we're going to have a lot of elevator pressure back, and then we're going to stay in ground effect, and then we're going to get that VX if we have to clear an obstacle, and then VY from there.
Yeah, so don't forget to say full back elevator until we full power, and then the nose starts picking up, so we balance the nose. We're going to be at flaps 10 for this maneuver, and then we're going to, as the plane lifts off, we're going to stay in ground effect, and then we're going to climb out at 57. 57 is VX with flaps 10.
Okay, you mind if I write that down real quick?
Yeah, it's all being recorded as well, so we have that, and I'm going to send you the video.
Okay, cool. All right, so go ahead and put it at flaps 10 now. Yep. Where's the flap meter? Right there. All right, so we got flaps 10, and we're going to pull up at 57 knots, and then say in ground effect, and then VY from there.
No, we're going to, plane's going to lift off. We're going to stay in ground effect until 57. We're going to climb out at 57.
Oh, okay, so we're going to stay in ground effect until 57.
Yes.
So we're going to have full elevator back, and once we get airborne, we're going to stay in a ground effect until 57, and then we'll hit VY and climb out.
No, we're just going to climb out at 57.
Oh, we'll just climb out at 57. Copy. Okay, cool. So we're good. We'll go ahead and hold short of 1-4.
Okay.
And we're going to do a full turn to the right here. Clear left, clear center. Looks good. All right, ready for departure. Holding short of 1-4 at Charlie.
Yep.
And we're still on ground. Kingsland ground.
We can switch at the tower. Yeah.
Kingsland Towers, Skyhawk, November 20033, holding short of 1-4 at Charlie.
Skyhawk 20033, runway 14, wind 140 at 16, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 14 for Skyhawk 033.
Okay. Final approach is clear.
Clear. Okay, we got flaps 10. Oh, I should have turned that off.
Oh, no worries. Okay, we can hold that yoke all the way back. Okay, using no brakes, so anticipate that turn early. Anticipate the turn really early.
Oh, right here?
Yeah, because we're objective is not to use brakes because brake will sink in the nose.
Oh, you mean once we get it?
Once we're on the runway environment, no brakes.
Okay, no brakes. Copy. All right, all the way back, full power. You ready?
Yep.
Full power.
Okay, I'm gonna get the nose come down a little bit more. Okay, stay in ground effect here.
All right, looking for 57. Where are we at?
Okay, right there at 57.
We're
Climb
at 57 now.
Yep, we're past it now. So climb
Okay,
out.
so we're climbing out.
Climb out at 57. So pitch up, pitch up, pitch up.
Pitching up at 57.
Okay, final obstacle is 50-foot obstacle is clear. We're at a safe altitude. Flaps could come up. And simultaneously get the nose back down. Climb out VY 73.
73. So BX is 57.
With
BY is
flaps 10.
73.
BX is 57 only if there's flaps 10.
Okay, what is it without flaps?
62.
Okay. I gotta look at that in the POH.
Yeah. Okay, this is good, John. Let's aim towards the right side of that hill now.
Okay, clear left, center, right, turn right.
Oh, sure. They normally want us to cross the end of the runway, but we're good. I thought we crossed it already.
Little low ceilings, not a big deal.
Yeah.
Flight 1993 cleared the Portland Airport via the Kingsley 6 departure. Then as follows, climb, maintain 14,000. Departure frequency 127.6.
Again, John, what is integrated flight instruction?
Integrated flight instruction is when you're helping the student do a maneuver.
Read that correct.
And or you basically let them do the new maneuver while you talk them through it.
Yeah, integrated flight instruction. Mic controls real quick.
You got controls.
Mic controls. Okay, so when you're telling the student to pitch for VY, I'm just gonna have a pitch up attitude here until VY stabilizes around 73 knots. Okay, I'm gonna get that 73 here. Okay, right around here, VY 73. So to prevent the student from constantly monitoring this airspeed indicator, we're just looking at a pitch attitude. Right, for me, where I'm sitting and how high I'm sitting, my nose is right at the bottom of that horizon, and I'm holding VY 73. Okay, so it's just integrating not only just the instruments, but mostly outside references. Right.
Okay.
So the cowling is just right below the horizon for me, so I can just maintain this pitch attitude, and I'll be climbing out at 73 knots. I'm not even looking at the airspeed indicator, and airspeed indicator is like around VY. That's integrated flight instruction. Okay, your controls.
All right. So integrated flight instruction is essentially just walking them through. This is so. Try not to fuck it up.
So it's all being recorded. See, that's just all it is, right? So
Yeah.
we don't want the student super nose low, right? And we don't want the student to be focused or fixated on the airspeed indicator.
Right.
When
Right.
we tell them to climb out at VY. So just establish that pitch attitude and just maintain the pitch attitude. And essentially it would be at VY.
Okay. So once they hit that pitch attitude, so they're not fixated on the instruments, we're going to establish that pitch attitude with that artificial horizon.
Yeah. Just like right here.
Just a little bit. So teach them.
I have like a half
just
inch
right here, about half inch right there.
Yeah, it depends how high they're sitting in the seat. But
Okay.
if you hold this, look at this, pretty much at VY right there.
Got you.
Okay, John, at 7,000, actually let's level off right here at 6.9, and let's do slow flight. Okay, I can show you so that it's being recorded. It's just the steps involved. Okay, my controls.
You got controls.
My controls. Okay, so we're gonna hold it around Mount Shasta. Mount Shasta is right around here. Okay, I'm gonna reduce that power. Carpet is coming on. I'm just gonna try to hold 7,000 here. Okay, so power, bringing it back to around 1,500. We're in the white arc, so now I can start putting flaps down in increments. 1, 2, 3. I'm maintaining my 7,000. Flaps is coming down in increments. Now I'm gonna try to hold 50 knots. Pitch for airspeed, power for altitude. Okay, so if I'm trying to hold my altitude, I use the power and using pitch to control my speed. I want to be around 50 knots here. Oh, actually,
Pitch for airspeed, power for altitude.
Yes.
Copy.
Okay, just like this small, smooth inputs. If we need to make any banks, we can just use 10 degrees of bank. Nice and gradual, mostly looking outside, right? I see I'm a little slow on the airspeed, so I'm gonna get some nose down a little bit. Okay, and the recover from slow flight is carpet in, full power, flaps to 20, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I'm just trying to hold my altitude while I gain speed. Okay, I'm above 60 knots, I'm gonna go flaps to 10. And above 70, I'm gonna go flaps up. And the whole time just maintaining altitude, maintaining the heading. And back to cruise RPMs. Okay? So that's being recorded, so I'll send you all that stuff so you can practice in chair fly or whatever.
Okay.
Okay, I want you to give that a shot, Yokochos.
Alright, so slow flight. So we're going to, carb heat is coming on, and we're going to slow it down to about 50 knots here. So pitch for altitude, or power for altitude, pitch for airspeed, right?
Yeah, and we're already in the white arc, so you can put the flaps down in increments.
So push the flaps down.
Yeah, and we're just gonna try to hold 7,000.
So we're going to put it down all the way to 30. And we're going to hold 7,000 here.
Yeah, we're a little high, so reduce that power.
So you said pitch for airspeed and power for altitude,
yes,
right?
Yes, for slow flight.
Alright. Pitch for airspeed, power for altitude. Alright, so we want about 7,000. Letting it kind of sink there. And we could trim it out if we wanted to. We'll just leave it like it is. Fine.
Okay, let's have you recover now.
Alright, so recovering is going to be carb heat. It's all the way in. We got full power, or power coming in. We're going to do
full power.
So full power,
Flaps to 20.
full power, flaps 20.
We're just trying to increase our speed.
3.
Okay, now we can
Increasing that airspeed.
Go flaps 10.
Now flaps 10.
And we can go flaps up.
And flaps all the way up.
Okay, we're still at our altitude, plus or minus 100 feet. And we're still on our heading. Okay, show me steep turns. Actually, show me power off stall.
Alright, so.
Well, you want me to show it so it's recorded?
You go ahead and do it first.
My controls.
Your controls.
Okay, we're at 7,000 feet. We need to be at 1,500 feet on recovery. So we have plenty of altitude here. Okay. So I'm just going to go power to idle. I'm not trying to hold in altitude anymore. I'm just going to hold my altitude so that way I bleed off speed. I'm in my white arc. I'm just going to dump the flaps. And I'm not trying to hold in altitude here. I'm just holding the altitude temporarily to reduce my speed. Okay, once I have the flaps all the way down, I'm going to anticipate 60 knots coming into land, right? Simulating that we stalled on approach. Okay, and let's simulate the runway is here. So I'm going to make sure the power is at idle and put the nose on the horizon, just using elevator and rudder to maintain that sight picture. I don't want to use any ailerons. Getting my hands ready. There's the brake, full power, carb heat in. Elevator forward just a little bit, flaps to 20, 2, 3. Then now I'm going to anticipate 62. Once I'm at 62, wait for this positive rate before I put any more flaps in. So still at a positive rate now. 1, 2, 3. Still fighting for 62. Still positive rate. Flaps up. Okay. And
so fight for 62.
Yes, the whole time on stalls, you want to be like at that VX climb.
Okay. BX is 62.
Yes. Okay, your controls.
I got controls.
Your controls. And let's John, let's make a 180-degree turn here.
Clear on the left.
Yep.
Turn left.
Yeah, John, show me power off stalls that we just did.
Alright, power off stalls. Alright, so we'll go back to 7,000. Alright, so power off stalls. So power is coming off, and we're pushing for 60 knots at approach speed.
Yeah.
And that
And you can just
we're in the white arc.
Yeah,
We'll just go ahead and dump them all the way to 30.
Yep. Okay.
Alright, we're looking for 60 knots.
Yep.
Coming in at 60 knots. Alright, there's 60 knots, so we're holding that. Coming in, and let's just say power's all the way off, and we start flaring it. So we'll get our feet on the rudders here. So we're gonna fill that buffet.
Yeah, try not to use any ailerons. Just elevator and rudder.
Alright, there's a buffet, so we're gonna put full power.
Power carb heat in.
And carb heat's in.
Okay.
Gonna kind of level her off because we're getting close to the runway.
Flaps to 20.
Flaps to 20. Let's do 1, 2, 3.
Okay, anticipate 62.
62. We're climbing back out. We're gonna do a go around.
Okay, positive rate 62.
So positive rate 62.
Flaps 10.
Flaps 10.
Okay, still at 62. Still positive rate. Flaps up.
Flaps coming all the way up.
Okay, that's it for power off stall.
Easy peasy.
Okay, I'm gonna demonstrate power on stall.
Alright, you got them?
Okay, so power on stall. I'm gonna turn around here so I don't enter the delta. Okay, so all I'm gonna do is pull up power to idle. I'm gonna hold my altitude until I'm at my VR, rotation speed 55 knots. So still holding that altitude. Right around here, 55, full power carb heat goes in. Now I'm gonna establish that nose up attitude as if we're
Climbing out.
aggressively climb out. Okay, ready here? I'm gonna hold it right here and just using my Limburg reference. Once we get the stall, I'm gonna nose over just a little bit. There's the brake. Nose down just a little bit, and then I'm gonna anticipate 62 again.
Anticipate 62 again.
Yep, BX.
Starting to climb back out.
Okay. Your controls, John?
Okay, I got controls.
Controls.
I got controls. Alright, so we're power on stall.
Yes.
So we're basically taking off from the runway, and so we're gonna go. So we're just simulating. So we need to get down about 62 knots.
Yep.
So we're gonna power off, carb heat on,
Okay, yeah, we're gonna slow down to our rotation speed.
slow down our rotation speed to about 57,
55.
55.
Okay, here looks good. Full power, carb heat.
Alright, so there's 55, carb heat's in, full power, and we're rotating out, coming out.
Okay, try not to use any ailerons. We don't want to spin. Okay, hold the pitch up attitude. Just looking at the Limburg reference, you have too much. You need more right rudder so that way you don't continue yawing.
Oh, okay, yeah. My bad.
No worries. Yeah, outside you have your Limburg reference right here. We can see if we're yawing left and right. Okay, just hold it here. Look outside of your side window.
Okay. And there's our buffet. That's good enough. So, pitching down.
And then, yeah, just temporarily anticipate 62.
Anticipating 62 and climbing back out.
So we're at
At
70.
62.
We're at 70 right now. So get
So-
pitch up attitude.
Get about back to 62. Can we do that again?
Yep.
Alright, so we're climbing out and Well, we're already kind of there, so we'll just go ahead and do it. So we're climbing out, using that rudder to.
Try not to use any aileron, just elevator and rudder. Just like that. There's the brake.
There's the brake. So we're going to push forward. Just anticipate in 62.
Start that pull.
Getting that climb back out. So we're going to just push it. There's 62 and initiate that climb again.
Yeah, and that's it. That's it for power on stall.
That's it.
Okay, what we got next is okay, show me steep turns. I can demonstrate if you want.
I'll let you demonstrate first.
Okay, my controls.
Your controls.
We're a little high, so I'm gonna get back down just a little bit so that we don't enter any clouds nearby. I'm just gonna go back down to 7,000, yeah. Okay, the steep turn it consists of a 360-degree turn. It's a performance maneuver. Okay, so I have my reference point, this little hill straight ahead off the nose. Okay, I'm going to establish cruise RPM setting. I'm going to use my trim to make sure I'm at level flight at 7,000. Okay, so the commercial maneuver, they want 50 degrees of bank. Okay, so after crossing 30 degrees of bank, I'm going to simultaneously add some power as well as back pressure. Okay, and I do want to be mindful of the overbanking tendency. Okay, so I'm going to have to put in probably opposite aileron to maintain that 50 degrees of bank. Okay, looking left, turning left. Let's say we already did our clearing turns. Okay, I'm going to start from the left turn. Coming out of 10, 20, 30 degrees of bank, add some power, add some back pressure. There's 45 degrees. Here's 50, and let's try to hold that pitch up, the same flight attitude. If I see that I'm descending a little bit, reduce a little bit of bank, keep the same back pressure, and then go back to that 50 degrees of bank. Okay, still looking at where my reference point is, still keeping this 50 degrees of bank. There's my reference point, reducing that power, as well as that back pressure, and then looking right, turning right. 10, 20, 30, add some power, add some back pressure. Establishing that 50 degrees of bank. I'm a little low, so I'm going to reduce that back pressure, bank, hold the same back pressure. Okay, I'm at my 7,000 again. I'm going to hold the same back pressure and just try to hold that 50 degrees of bank. Okay, still looking outside, still looking at my reference point. You can add some trim if you'd like. Reference point is right there. Reduce that power, use that back pressure coming in from that 30. Okay, your controls?
Okay, I got controls.
Your controls.
So coming through 30, we're going to increase that power and increase a little bit of back pressure. Yep. Okay, so there's my point of reference. I'm clear right, center, and left.
Yep.
We would do a 90 turn to the right, 90 turn to the left, or a full 180. Okay, so we're going to do a left turn first. Let's just do it at 6,900. We got clouds in front of us, and there's 30, increasing a little bit of back pressure, a little bit of power, and coming through 50. There's 50, kind of all over on it. And got a climb going, so we're going to level it back off. 50, come around to my reference point. Still not steep enough. There's my reference point, and we can level back off. I should have leveled off a little bit sooner because the clouds were kind of in my way.
Yeah, no worries.
To find my reference point.
And then immediately to the next direction.
And immediately to the next one. So so there's 30. We're gonna increase power and increase a little bit of back elevator pressure here.
1993 runway 14, Delta Charlie.
So a little bit less, a little bit more than 50. Actually, I could take out a little bit of power. And keeping it at 6,900. Keeping it at 6,900 and just eyes outside. And pretty much get this pitch reference by this horizon here. A little bit back pressure. And there's a reference point. We're going to start and pulling that power out, leveling off at the reference point right here.
Oh yeah, good.
A little bit off, but
Okay, I'm gonna talk you through accelerated stalls. You remember this one?
and accelerated stalls. 2 point.
All it is to demonstrate that you can stall at any speed.
Okay, you got controls?
Okay, my controls.
You got controls.
Okay, we do want to be below VA, so I'm just gonna add some parts so that way we'll level off at around 90 knots, yeah, or less than 90. Okay, all it is just we're gonna bank and yank.
So VA is maneuvering speed of 90.
Well, it depends on the weight.
Okay, yeah.
But it's gonna be less than here. Again, all it is gonna be 45 degrees of bank and yank until we get the stall horn, and then we're gonna recover.
Okay.
Okay. To left, right, center. I'm gonna go turn to the right here. Okay, 45 degrees. Boom, pull until we get the stall horn. There it is, full power.
Kingsley Tower,
And recover.
hold short,
Nice.
Okay, that's all it is.
1993,
Pretty
Roger,
easy.
waiting high for release.
And that's called accelerated stalls.
Accelerated stall.
Gotcha.
Okay, your controls.
Okay, I got controls.
Your controls.
Okay, so we'll do it same direction. Clear left, center,
Airplane 1993,
and
Kingsley clear.
right.
The Kingsley
Good.
departure,
Yep.
turn right, heading 300, rest of route unchanged. Roger, right
We're gonna come through
45 and
45.
Just slowly start pulling,
Runway
Pull power out.
No, pull the yoke. Pull.
Pull yoke.
Keep pulling.
In 1993, traffic is a Cessna 172 about 8 miles southwest of the airport. You probably won't go out that far, but just maneuvering in the practice area around 6,000 to 7,000.
That's stalled enough. I didn't feel it,
Yeah,
but
you don't want it to stall. You just want the stall horn to go. My controls real quick.
you got controls.
It would probably work better at idle. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, idle. Bank. Yank. There's the stall horn.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, let me do that.
Okay, your controls.
All right, so carb heat's on, idle, yank, bank,
There it is.
Good.
Full power.
full power,
And recover.
carb heat is in, recover. I had the power in, we're just like sitting there.
Okay, the only thing is next is gonna be Steep Spar and Shandell. Okay,
Okay, you go ahead.
my controls.
You got controls.
Airplane 1993, contact.
So Shandell, I'm gonna find a reference point off of my wing.
Great.
This is a performance maneuver again, where it's a climbing 180 degree turn in the opposite direction. What reference point can we use here? Okay, look like I use that same reference point right on my wing. Okay, all it is gonna be the first 90 degree of turn is gonna be a same bank, constant bank changing pitch. After that second 90 is constant pitch changing bank. Okay, so reference point is right off my wing. I'm gonna make a 180 degree turn to get away from this mountain. Okay, 30 degrees of bank, 10, 20, 30, full power. Maintaining 30 degrees and slowly pitching up. Nice and gradual, want to stay coordinated. Okay, reference point is off my 90 now. I'm going to use the same pitch and just slowly changing that bank. We should be recovered when that reference point is on the opposite wing. Okay, opposite wing, we're right above stall speed. At this point, we're just going to slowly reduce that back pressure so we don't descend at all. We're just going to increase that airspeed again. Okay, and we're back to cruise. Okay?
You want to do one more, if you don't mind?
Yeah, sure. Okay. So at 30 degrees of bank.
So steep spiral, right?
No, this is Shandell.
Shandell.
Shandell. So mountain is on the right wing here.
Shandell. Mountain off the right wing, copy.
Yep. Okay, 30 degrees of bank, 10, 20, 30, full power. Trying to hold that 30 degrees of bank and just slowly and steadily increase that back pressure. Watching my reference point. Reference point is off my 90 now. I'm gonna keep the same pitch, but I'm gonna slowly start reducing that bank. And I want to be wings level when my mountain is on the opposite wing. So keep that bank coming in here, just slowly reducing it. We don't want the stall horn going off. Okay, it's on the opposite wing. I'm in wings level, right above stall speed. And then I'm just gonna slowly reduce that back pressure. I do not want to see a rate of descent at all. Okay, once we pick up the airspeed, we can go back to cruise. Okay?
Okay. So we got our reference point off the left side there.
Yep.
And got enough room over here. We'll give ourselves a little bit more room, maybe.
Okay.
Come over here.
Oh shit. The camera went off.
Alright. Where's our reference point? Alright, so we're going to start right here. And we'll just call this that point right out there a reference point.
Okay.
Got this in front of us. So keep an eyes on it. Can we brighten that up any, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, so looking for that 30.
Yes.
Coming around to that 30.
30.
And then full power.
Watch out that overbanking tendency. So you have
Watch out for the overbanking tendency. And then there's our 90.
Yep.
So we're going to start slowly.
Keep the same pitch and just
Keeping
slowly
the same pitch. Start slowly.
reduce that bank.
Reducing that bank.
Until our point is on the
Until our
opposite.
point's on the opposite end over here. Slowly start reducing that bank. As soon as it gets to that 90 right there. And then we're going to just slowly start. Bring the nose back down. Not to lose any altitude. Start increasing that airspeed again.
Yep, that's two standards right there.
Sweet.
Okay, and then last one is going to be the steep spiral.
Steep spiral.
Remember this one, yeah?
Yep, I think so. So, so 360s.
Yes.
And then we got to do our clearing. We're getting close to the delta, huh? Clearing checks. So let's pick a reference point.
Yeah. So what he's gonna do is you're gonna pick a reference point and then fly to that reference point. Keep it on your side.
Okay.
Okay. And when you're ready, carpet on and power to idle.
All right. So you see the end of this river right here?
Yeah.
This point. We're gonna do that one.
Okay.
All right. So powered. Carpet on.
Okay. And you want to pitch for that best glide speed.
So pitch for that best glide speed.
So you can use it. The trim. Just trim it all the way up.
Steep spiral.
Yeah. This one is no more than 60 degrees of bank.
So trim it all the way up, basically.
Yeah.
No more than 60.
No more than 60 degrees of bank. Yeah.
There's 30. There's 50.
You're just trying to maintain.
So we're just trying to maintain. So we're getting pushed already.
Yeah.
So we got to crack for that wind.
Yep.
So we're already getting pushed off. So we're gonna have to
increase
crack
that
for that. Increase that bank.
Okay. Always monitor that airspeed. We're just getting really slow.
A little bit. There's our point.
Okay, we're a little fast.
Right there.
We're like 15 knots fast.
So you want to do it about 60 knots, right?
65.
65. All right, so we're gonna have to increase our leg right here because of the wind.
Power to idle, yeah.
All right.
Simulating that we lost an engine and we have to just spiral down to land at our airport.
Gotcha. So I'll just keep my hands off the throttle there. Alright, we'll say there's our point, but then we're gonna land right here. There's our makeshift runway. So
Okay.
alright, so we know our winds are gonna get pushed, so I went a little bit further out right here. There's 65 right there.
And a lot of examiners like every 360-degree turn to just to clear the engine. Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna get a little slow there, increasing our power.
No. So you don't have any power.
Oh, we don't have any power, so we're gonna nose it down a little bit. That's right. So increasing airspeed. Alright, so let's see, about 65 there. So we know our wind's off our nose here. So we would land on into the wind that way, right? There's 65. This is going to go the long distance on this one.
This is what a third 360 here.
Third 360, we're going to do a power clearing.
Yeah, we just need 3 and then maneuver is done. Not necessarily full throttle, just give it a little wrap. Just make sure the engine has not failed on us.
Okay, there's 60. And that's good. So carb heat is back on.
Okay.
Or back off.
Okay, let's come back in for some landings. 8 miles, what are we? Southwest.
8 to the southwest.
Inbound for pattern work with Charlie still.
Right. It was Foxtrot, I think.
Foxtrot.
We can listen to it just in case.
Yeah.
Conditions 10 miles visibility, view cloud 6,500, ceiling 9,000 broken, 1000 overcast, temperature 5, dew point -1, altimeter 29902. Expect an RNAV runway 14, hazardous weather information for the Clemson Falls area available on flight service frequency. Advise initial contact, you have information, Foxtrot.
Foxtrot, good enough. Okay, we are currently
7.5.
7.5. Oh yeah. All right, so we're 7 to the south, to the west southwest, inbound for pattern work.
Yes.
Kingsley Towers, Scott, November 20033, 7 to the west southwest, request inbound for pattern work with information Foxtrot.
Scott 20033, enter and report right downwind runway 14.
And we'll enter right downwind runway 14 for Scott 033.
Okay, how do we enter this? How do you do this? How would you teach entering a pattern?
Okay, so I tell the student basically act like we're coming from the southwest, right? Act like they're taking off from the runway.
Okay.
And then you want to do a right base or a right crosswind and then a right downwind. So get yourself situated to where you're at in the first place. So you're taking off, right crosswind, right downwind. We're coming towards the airport right here, right? So the airport's basically right there. So we want to pretty much get ourselves situated right, at least on the south end of the midfield. So if we were to take off that way and then right crosswind and then right downwind come this way, we want to be at least midfield. So we're going to come over here a little bit, right? So that way we can come in this way and enter that right downwind.
452 Mike Papa 8,000 or correction 9,000 RNAV 14.
Clear jet 452 Mike Papa Kingsley Tower. Roger, how far out are you?
8 miles from Picky.
Cover that. Report final approach fix inbound.
Port final approach fix inbound to Mike Bravo. Papa.
So he's probably going to land before us, huh?
Yeah. Maybe.
I wonder if I should ask Kingsley Tower, you want us to extend this southbound a little bit?
Oh, he's really far.
Oh, he's way out there.
Yeah. He's like 20 miles north.
Alright, so we got the runway right here, right?
Yeah.
I can't really see it that well, but I know it's right there. So we're coming straight towards this downwind. That downwind is right there, right? So we had a cross one right here, downwind right there, right base right there. So we're coming a little bit south of that midfield. So that way we can enter a 40, come in here and then enter 45 and enter beyond, basically be about midfield on that right downwind.
Yeah.
And then when we get right downwind, we'll let tower know right downwind 14, touch and go.
Yeah. And first landing, just make a normal landing. After that, I want a soft field and then a short field.
Okay. So soft field is going to be with full flaps.
Yes. Soft field and short field.
Kings Tower stock 033, right downwind 14, or midfield right downwind 14 for touch and go.
Stock 033, roger. Make short approach, runway 14, wind 140 at 11, clear touch and go. Traffic here inside of us, a Learjet 10 mile final.
We'll make short approach for runway 14, clear touch and go. Stock 033. Alright, you want to go ahead and turn this?
Yep.
Okay, so we're looking for, where are we at? We're at 80. So, you want to do any flaps?
It's up to you. Just make a normal landing. Short approach, normal landing, touch and go.
Alright, so we're looking for 70 on this right base.
Yep.
We got 80. Carb heat is out. So we're a little bit close here, but I'm trying to keep it tight.
Yeah.
That way, we'll give this guy plenty of room, because he's coming in hot. A lot faster than we are. Alright, we're looking for 60 knots on this one.
Yeah, if we don't have any flaps, then shoot for 70 on
Okay, shoot
final.
for 70.
Yeah, 70 is
Alright, landing light.
It's already on. Yeah. Good. 70 without flaps is per the QH.
Wind Tower 452, Mike Papa 2.8 from Kodak.
Learjet 452, Mike Papa, copy that. Runway 14, wind 140 at 16, gust 21, cleared to land. Traffic is a Skyhawk just touching down on the numbers for touch and go.
Roger, cleared to land, runway 14 for Learjet 452, Mike Papa.
And attention all aircraft, information Golf is on the ATIS now, runway, or correction, the wind is 1401621, altimeter 29903.
Alright, we're climbing out at 73.
Yeah, same thing. You just get the nose coming down. Remember the same pitch attitude for integrated flight instruction? Yeah.
Alright, so we got that nose pitch down, so we gotta trim it out to get just that, about half an inch to an inch
Yeah.
a finger, put 2 fingers up there and should be good.
Okay, looks like we are to the left.
Kingsley Tower, Skog 033 on the go, 14, right closed.
033, right close traffic approved, traffic follow Learjet about 8 mile final 14.
And we'll extend the right downwind out for the Learjet. Keep an eye out for Skog 033. Did I say that right?
Yeah. You can extend. Depends where he's at when we're on the downwind. Yeah. So
Yeah, he's there.
So John, still hold that pitch up attitude here, up until 5-1.
Alright, yeah.
Oh, yeah, don't cover your horizon. Yeah,
My bad.
right there.
I was just trying to do too many things at once.
Yeah.
Looking at him.
Okay, look like...
Alright, clear left, center, right. There's 5-1. Kings Tower, Skog 033, midfield, right downwind, 1 for an extended right downwind 14 to make room for the Learjet.
Copy that, turn base follow Learjet.
Turn base final, follow Learjet for Skog 033. Alright, we got our mountain in front of us, we're just going to keep an eye on that. And, might take this long.
How far should we be from the runway here?
A little bit further, probably, huh?
A little bit closer, actually.
Oh, you think? Oh, yeah, for in case we had an engine failure.
Yeah, so that runway should be like middle of the strut, the wing strut.
Okay. Yeah, we're about at the,
Yeah, they say 1 mile. I'd like to be within that 1 mile.
Roger.
Here we have 1 mile ring. We're probably like 1.5 miles away from the runway here. Again, when should we turn our base to follow this guy?
I want to be above him.
No,
That way
when,
we don't get his turbulence.
no, but when he's a small plane.
I think right before this mountain here, I think
Yes.
we should be good.
Yeah, so
Because he's so fast.
yeah, when the plane is like a beam our shoulder, then we can start turning that base.
Okay, he's right there. He's beam. Now
Yeah.
we can start turning our base. All right, we want to look for about the white arc first off. So we're gonna wait for that.
Okay, just hold your altitude momentarily.
Skog 033, runway 14, wind 130 at 17, gust 23, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go. Runway 14 for Skog 033.
Okay, we're in our flap range now. The white arc.
Okay, let's go ahead.
Okay, I want to see a soft field landing.
Soft field landing. So we're going to have full flaps on this.
Yep.
Carb heats out. Power's out. Alright, clear left, center, right. Turn them right.
Learjet 452, Mike Papa, you can turn right next taxiway, remain this
Look for
frequency.
60
and
knots.
You know where you're going?
Right next taxiway, and we're going to Century.
Copy that. Right turn there at that taxiway, then a northbound turn on call. Head right to it.
Roger. Right turn on Fox and right turn on Golf Century for Learjet 2, Mike Papa.
Okay, you don't have to put in flaps super early. I usually tell the student when you feel like you're in the pattern distance, then you can start putting in flaps, slowing down.
My yes, that was way early. Okay. All right, so a soft field landing is basically just full flaps, and then we're trying to get it stopped as soon as possible, right?
No. That's short field. Soft field, we're simulating that we are landing on a grass strip or other than hard surface.
So all it is basically a normal landing with full flaps.
Normal landing full flaps, but have that nose up in the air as long as possible.
Gotcha, yeah.
And try your best to make it a soft touchdown.
Okay, all our lights are on.
Yeah, 4 red, so let's hold your altitude so that way we get on our glide slope here. Especially nighttime, I don't like to be 4 red here.
Yeah.
452 Mike Papa, the FBO is the big white hanger with the blue stripe at your 11 to 10 o'clock position coming up.
Okay,
Once you hit the dead end there, you turn left at Echo, you roll right into it.
Roger, 2 Mike Papa.
Okay, so upon touchdown, you're going to hold that nose up in the air. At the end of maneuver, your yoke should be all the way locked back.
Roger. A little bit of a crosswind here.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And bounce that nose up in the air, yeah. Hold it as long as possible, still pulling. Okay, you have completed the maneuver.
Okay. Carby's in. Flaps coming all the way up.
And fupa.
There's 57. And pushing for 73.
Oh no, 57 is BX if there's flap 10.
If there's flaps, then.
Yes, we don't have any flaps.
But
right
we
now.
want 65 for VR without flaps.
55 is VR, 55.
55 is VR.
Okay, we don't have to cover the horizon.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get our pitch set up here. We want about 73, correct?
Yeah, once you get established that pitch, it'll typically hold around 73. So
Okay. 73.
even if it doesn't, I still want to see where I'm going. So I don't care what speed I'm at, so long I'm climbing and still can see in front of me.
Gotcha. Kingsley Tower, Skog 033, on the go, 14, right close for touch and go.
Right close boot.
That's good.
Right close for 033.
And you make the downwind call, it could be a full stop.
Yep.
We're going to do a short field landing. This is one I want you to touch down on the big white bars, the 1,000 footers.
Big white bars, 1,000 footers, copy. Alright, that's a little better right there, huh?
Yes. I like to be on the right side of this canal here.
Roger. Kingsley Tower, Skog 033, midfield, right downwind, 14 for full stop.
033, Roger, runway 14, wind 120 at 17, gust 24, clear to land.
Cleared land, runway 14 for Skog 033. Alright, there we are. We're gonna pull that power out a little bit. We're gonna hold our altitude here until we hit 80 knots. Alright, there's first first set of 10.
Okay, pitching down 80. Yeah, very good here. And then
We want to
70.
see about 70 right
Yeah.
here on this base.
And you can put in 20 on base. 20 degrees of flaps.
Okay, here's 20 right here. 1001, 1002, 1003. So we're looking at 69 knots right there. Keep pulling that power out, that carb heat, double check that. C-gumps, carb heat, gas, undercarriage.
Picture set, prop, we don't have. Lights is good. Safety belt switches.
All good. A little fast here. So we want 60 knots right here on final.
Yeah, I can go full flaps here.
So we can go ahead and put that in.
Okay, I want you to be pitching for 60. Short final, I want 55. So that
Okay.
we don't stay in ground effect so long.
Okay, we want to see 55 on final here.
On short final.
Short final. So 60 at first, and then as we get close, we want to see about 55. All right, so I'm going to keep it 2 whites, 2 reds, right in the middle here. There's 51. Let's get it back to 55.
Yeah, this looks like short final, so around 55 right here. And prior to the 1,000 footers, so like the 500 footers, that's when you can pitch and round out at that point, power idle, and then we should touch down on the 1,000 footers.
Touchdown on the 1,000 footers, copy.
If you feel like you're going to touch down prior, add more power. Like here, we're probably going to touch down sooner, so let's keep some power in. Oh, we're going to touch down, yeah.
Nope.
Okay, power idle here. Power idle. Okay. Once we touch down, then flaps up.
033 right
Simulate
turn,
max brakes.
text with Echo, and you can text park this frequency. Good night.
And right turn at Echo, taxi to park on this frequency. Thank you. Skog 033.
Yeah, upon touchdown, flaps up and simulate max brakes. Okay, don't forget about aileron corrections here, so we go.
Okay, all the way to the wind there.
Okay, now the winds has changed, so we have to dive away.
Dive away.
Okay, after landing checklist, flaps up, mixture set, carpeets in, and we're good. And we're parking this frequency.
Clear on the left.